One of the issues that was brought up at the Coachella Community Town Hall last Monday, the 11th, is the handling and processing of the e-waste that would be produced by these hyperscale data centers they're proposing. And that's an issue not just in Coachella, but across the country and across the world. So according to the World Health Organization, we as a world are producing 63 million tons of e-waste annually, and they expect that to go up to closer to 80 million tons annually by 2030. And that's a problem because this e-waste is really quite toxic. There's issues with the heavy metal contamination, particularly mercury and lead, and the rate at which it can be recycled is about a rate of 5 to 1, according to the UN Institute for Training and Research. So even though we are trying to recycle it, the rate at which these components are being replaced, it just vastly outpaces the rate at which it can be recycled. And that's mainly because the core components of these data centers, the GPUs and the servers, just become obsolete so quickly. They're being replaced every 2 to 5 years. And though, that's something that we really need to work on and try to find better solutions for that waste. Right now, that's not going to be a huge issue for Coachella itself, mainly because the US exports the vast majority of its e-waste, and it exports it to other countries. So it's not going to be a problem for us, but it still is a problem. That's a real moral and ethical issue. I mean, why are we even contemplating building more data centers when we don't have an adequate outlet for the waste that we already have? Instead of scaling up to produce more and more of this waste, why aren't we focusing on having more efficient and efficiently run data centers and on producing better recycling options for the components that we already have? And that also raises the question of, if this technology is already going obsolete so quickly, what's going to happen when we build these out and then the technology is obsolete in 2 to 5 years? Are we even going to need that much space? Is the technology in 5, 10 years from now going to need a fraction of the amount of space, and then we would have just given up all of this real estate for nothing? So I've put links to all of these resources on my website, notinmyvalley.com. I invite you to go take a look and let me know what you think in the comments.